bar reversal last week that has been confirmed by this Sunday's close. So we're having basically the worst week in terms of performance, minus 12% on Bitcoin since the beginning of the parabola move. Okay, this is on the weekly. If we look at the daily, we can see that Bitcoin is currently forming kind of a head and shoulder pattern. It seems what we could expect is price to come and take the liquidity below this low at 7,500. So I would expect potentially to have a ride in this area before another potential move up. It's also a zone where I think it would be fine to try to catch some knives. Like if you go below 7,300, 400, 300, I think it's a decent buy zone to get back in. Overall, I think the main strongest support that we have will be at. So if we go on the 3D, there will be. So yeah, you got a strong support right there. Okay. Let me put them in pink so we can differentiate them. So from this top to this bottom, so 7,260, this is a very strong level. So I think that should be well put. And the second one that we have as a strong support then is this 6,400, 6,500 even. These are the strongest support that I see. If we zoom into the 4 hours, we can see that this is, so if we look at the 200 moving average, okay, so this is a simple moving average, long moving average of 200 times, 200 bars, we can see that it's actually the first time on the 4 hour that we are closing a 4 hour below the moving average. And it's the first time since the 7th of February, okay? So this moving average has acted as a support all the way, and price has very often bounced to it. You can see it's bounced back in end of March and bounced back once and twice early June. And so for the first time over the weekend, we closed below it. So it should act as a resistance now, which makes me think that, yeah, we could, I think, have a relief probably in this area, maybe a bit higher to consolidate a bit. But eventually we might hit this level and take the liquidity below this low here. And if we are to continue the downtrend, we'll probably come and retest this level as well, eventually. Now, but that's by looking at the 3D, okay? But, make no mistake, this is a bull market. It's mainly a matter of, which will be the last dip to buy before a continuation. Because on the weekly time frame, we have removing all the charts, all the drawings, this is extremely bullish. So it's a matter of, very, very strong uptrend. We have a pullback. Pullback is currently on lower volume as well. That's something to note. And yeah, hopefully having a continuation of that. On the daily, let's just look at the index real quick for an assessment of the volume. Yeah, volume has been dropping, but since the drop, so that's bullish as well, even though price is king. If we look at ALS are showing more strength, it seems. Like if we look at ETH, we are making we're making falling wedges. If we look at the momentum, let's just add the RSI real quick. Oops. But oops. Yeah, so this is the RSI 30. Let's just look at the 14, which is cleaner. Yeah, momentum is slowing as well. We are into falling wedges. So I think ALS, so ETH USD, have potential to come back to like 260. If we look at another strong ALS, so Ripple, same pattern. You see, Ripple is also falling into a falling wedge, which is bullish, a bullish pattern, and here we have a tree drive pattern as well, which often are, so basically just just to draw what I expect is potentially come back here and then move back up. So Ripple, yeah, could retest the $0.42 level, which is also 10% above. Momentum is not as is still pretty strong on the downside for Ripple. ETH is showing a bit more strength. If we look at well, first let's look at them versus BTC as well. Yeah, so same actually on the 6 hour. ETH is actually holding the 200 moving average, and it's holding its support zone. It's still good. Where I would be worried if we break that support and then just retest it, then I will be worried for most alts. At this point, that's not the case. So as long as we hold this zone, we might just have a chance to come back and retest this level right there. Ripple versus BTC. It's more bearish actually. So right now, ETH is a bit more strong than Ripple. Let's look at BNB. Yeah, BNB is still pretty strong. It's holding its level pretty well. Here, it's basically making a flag after an uptrend. So that's a continuation pattern. So you can expect BNB to come back and retest these levels right there. There was some FUD on BNB as well over the weekend when they had a maintenance out of the blue on Saturday night, I think, or Friday night. Saturday night. No, it was Friday night. And so a lot of people thought that, because last time this happened, when they went on maintenance without any announcement, it was because of hack. Apparently, there was just a disk failure this time. I have seen some reports on Binance where people had their accounts wiped out, but nothing substantial. So right now, as long as we hold this level, I will expect Binance to continue going up, provided that no further bad news event happen. But yeah, we have a strong movement here. What else? So yeah, one of the strongest alts really is Litecoin, and it's already back into hitting the support with lower momentum. So here it's placed to take profit. Okay, yeah, sorry, it's hitting resistance. So this gray area we draw last week. The green area we drew last week. Here you can also see you have a divergence and you're at resistance. So a really good place to take profit. Can expect to pull back, and depending on the pullback, if we blow through that will be great. But at this point, lock in your profit, pay yourself. Versus BTC, bullish pattern as well for Litecoin. As we discussed, there is a halving coming in a month. Usually the top points for halving is about 45 days. I think we discussed before the halving, so we still have time for expansion upwards. Now, if we take another step back and look at total market cap of alts versus BTC, let's look at the daily. Okay, yeah. So overall, alts have been rejected at this resistance. We are breaking. We tested it, breaking below. We might make so two things. Either we do a consolidation pattern right below that, so an ascending triangle, and then break through with strength. And so that will be by mid-June, looking at this chart. Okay. Or the second chance is we just continue on the downtrend and make some waves coming down. I'm not so much looking into that at this point. Let's just draw a trend line quick. Broke that. Yeah, difficult to say looking at just at the daily chart for alts in general, but what we really need, I think, at this point is new money flowing into the market to really help pump the whole alt complex. Right now, only a few large caps are doing well, pushed by LTC mainly. Most of the other alts, let's look as well at the smaller caps, but most of the other alts are still, at the bottom or holding the bottom, except for a few that are popping here and there. So it's really a matter of, can new money enter the market, and where will that come? One good catalyst for that could be the Facebook coin, the global coin as they call it, that is launching on the 18th, so on next Tuesday. Okay, I think Facebook is probably the company out there to have the potential to bring new money. They have 1 billion users that could bring launching a coin that is available for 1 billion users could also bring a focus to Bitcoin and all the other cryptos. So basically allowing new money to enter the market like we saw in 2017. But overall, we also got rejected at resistance for others / BTC. This is the all the alts that are not in the top 100. So like small caps and mid caps. Okay, and right now it's still in a bearish pattern. So as long as this level breaks, this green area breaks, still bearish. And same for this guy. Same for the top 125 alts versus BTC. Okay. So yeah, so that's that. What else? I think that's it really for today. I mean, nothing really. So this is the 6 hour on BTC. Tried that, got rejected. So here we are following the red line. Oh yeah, I draw that actually. So yeah, we made a move up. We actually, so that was, because I was expecting 8,200 on Bitfinex last week. We didn't even have the strength to come back and retest this level. This level was an important one, but we just barely touched it on Friday evening and got rejected right away. So now what I would expect is come back and clear this level, retouch the 7,400 and see how the momentum is. You can see that currently we are losing momentum on the downside, which is bullish, and so that's why I expect potentially either a slow move down that takes time, that allows also for the alts to expand, as we saw ETH/USD was looking particularly stronger than the rest, and if ETH goes up, it will be good for the alts, but except for a few, it's still overall into a bearish environment. So yeah, so that's all really I can say. Looking at this chart on this Monday. Thanks for watching. Don't forget that this is not financial advice, and you should do your own research. Thank you.